On that corner, spotted out on the jump peak. Here comes the utility. Nice flash over the top. Keeps REDSTAR off his first angle, but he swings back in to get the initial headshot onto Shock. And now, with that man disadvantage, they're trying to swarm the site. ZEDKO gets the first, but he's still got to deal with Victor, who will find the early 1-for-1. Keeps it even in the 3-on-3. NEOFRAG toying with it. Very nearly went through that smoke for the commitment. Doubles back and instead takes out the boosted player in Dreamer. Bomb yet to go down, though, and he over-aggresses once again. 2-on-2 with oskar behind the pillar. Does very well indeed, and beastik finally on B. He's getting all that information for free at this point. There's nobody really there to challenge him at all. And Han, yes, he manages to get half a hit.
He's doing right now and counter smoke those apartments. First shot missed from REDSTAR. Flash is going off Dreamer. He has to push into his own smoke here as Bubble finds two. Dreamer combines for another. REDSTAR around the bomb site and it's falling apart. 9 seconds remaining. Bomb dropped. He's going to have to save. And that was a meat grinder there on the A-bomb site.
That was a rough call for Sinners. Fiend take it, courtesy of the prison come through too quickly, but it's going to be a fast play in towards this A site, and the isolated rotation's very scrambled. Nice spray down from Dreamer, manages to get one. Good damage onto beastik as NEOFRAG does at least trade the death, and they want to slow this down, but through the smoke, Victor's got another, and that low HP bar of beastik is still plaguing them with issues. Han from inside of the apartments chimes in with the AWP. And Sinners, this T side is faltering at every hurdle. oskar finally grabs one more frag, but he's still 1v3. Trading damage through the smoke, and Han catches a cheeky timing on the AWP to deal with. It'll be everything now. Close smoke goes in. beastik wants to swing behind it. He spotted the new boxes player. They're swarming the site. They've got good presence in towards Tree, but Bubble is somehow still alive. oskar and ZEDKO finally deal with both of their respective targets, and Bomb goes down 3v4 here. The CT side trying to scramble in on the rotation. But already, rifles have been salvaged, afterplant positions have been occupied, and this retake starts to look very nasty indeed for the CT side. A nice wallbang onto ZEDKO starts to tag him down, but I'm not even sure they really want to be giving this one a go. Shock on the first of the off angles. Victor deals with the rifle, but is quickly traded away, and now Dreamer, the next one to fall prey to the recovered M4s. NEOFRAG goes down, and Han, he's just got to keep his hands on this AWP. This is what Sinners can do. You give them an inch, and they will take a mile. Trying to even hunt that AWP out of the equation. Now, Shock, got to be careful, but he's going to get the frag before he runs out of bullets.
And Sinners, they're taking this so slowly. Only now do they commit. Smoke's going in, one for Pit, one for Mini Pit. Victor playing in towards Cole. He finds the first. NEOFRAG does get the trade. And now the crossfire is so hard to break. But NEOFRAG, what an entry kill. Bubble, ring, Rosie, and he goes down. And what should have been a great setup rumbles there from the heroics of NEOFRAG.
That seemed so... That bomb does go off, and the lost bonus starts to tick over. Very ugly eco coming in from the CT side. It's already round the corner. They're already 2/3 of the way up towards B. Shock with the opening pick. That's a wallbang onto Dreamer over on A. In mid. This is disgusting. Hot flash comes in. Han's got to try and deal with it. Nice first shot. The trades will start to come through, and NEOFRAG out of mid is keeping this one alive. REDSTAR doing what he can. Buys them the 2-on-2. Bomb should go down shortly. oskar, I think he saw the shoulder there of Bubble as he went into the apartment, so he's going to be aware of that possibility. That bomb has to go down now, though, and Shock, he has to plant safe. oskar not going to be able to help his teammate in these initial contacts, and this timing is going to be everything. They're sneaking up short as a duo. Shock on that site. The only man between them and the bomb, realistically. oskar is still waiting for the apartment's flank that is never going to come. Now he starts to think about it, and Bubble looking the wrong way is executed. REDSTAR next up on the chopping block. He's got the crossfire to try and dismantle oskar. Far too keen on it, but Shock will bail him out. Sinners making an absolute... Perfectly honest, but... If Sinners go up short, the timing's going to be ugly. Now Bubble starts to push the issue, pressing down mid into beastik. There's the Max 7 headshot. That's an AK recovered. That's go time now. And the pop flash into short is decent. These pistols are not in a bad spot at all. There's the backstab. Han doing what he can. A one-tap onto oskar distracts them. ZEDKO with an isolated frag. NEOFRAG finally bails him out. And 3-on-2. They've got to get onto the site, but REDSTAR and Victor are here. The deagles do. Utility comes out. Smoke towards CT. Molotovs and flashes to fly in. REDSTAR not blinded up. Hits his first shot. Now there's multiple players swinging, and he's still got that support in towards second oranges. Bubble drops some smokes to buy himself a little bit of breathing room. They're still stuck, Sinners. They're trying to get into the site with 20 seconds left, and they haven't cleared anything at all. Bubble still alive behind the smoke, spotted by NEOFRAG, but not found. ZEDKO gets one through the smoke, but there's only 17 seconds left, and they're yet to get this bomb down. Finally, Shock getting some damage, but Bubble is still on these new boxes with no HP. REDSTAR is bailing him out time after time. There's 8 seconds left. They're 2-on-2. They need the kills, and they're just not getting them. It's great, but he's not being given it. Fiend Fiend are happy just to hunker down in the site and survive. And now the swing starts to come in. There's Victor with the early frag. Shock does well for one. The trade's frantic. And it's, again, Fiend who come out in the ascendancy. 2v3. NEOFRAG on 45 has got to get that bomb down as well. Reverse pit plant. There's good damage, and oskar will start to take advantage, but it's still 2-on-2. Both the orbs up and kicking. NEOFRAG now, with a nade coming in, will be dunked on by REDSTAR. The double orb setup reigns supreme for Fiend. They have their 7th round, and surely Sinners have to eco now.
Yeah, they do get the bomb plant, but I doubt the loss bonus is racked up enough to get a buyout. It's going to be a pistol armor buy on this round from Sinners.
NEOFRAG wants to take some control towards Banana. The molly will ward him off for now. He's waiting for this boost, and he's got it. Finally, Sinners, for the first time, have themselves that man advantage. It's been a long time since they found it. NEOFRAG was expectant of that boost, waiting for it to come through, and as soon as it did, execution. Nice start from the T side of Sinners. Oh, what is that? oskar goes just peering into short.
And Victor playing around the cheeky little angle there on the hay cart. We'll find the frag in the end with the nade. Shock has to fall out because of the utility, and Fiend, they might have lost the opening pick, but Sinners still really struggling in these mid rounds.
Bubble now to be tested on that secondary AWP, recovered from the corpse of REDSTAR. It is going to be this B-site hit. He'll call for the reinforcements, but not before he's got the first pick. Smoke dropped in front, flashbang to make life awkward. beastik has to go through it. There's a slight gap in that CT smoke as well, and just straight through it. Don't need the gap. Shot gone. beastik wants to get this bomb down, if nothing else, just to build up some bank. He will be allowed to do it. Bubble misses his first bite. They know exactly where this man is. beastik in the 1v4. Good damage onto the first. Finds the headshot. Spray down very nearly connects onto Victor. 7 HP and 8 respectively. Nearly a massive clutch. And we lost a man off the HUD there. I wonder if he disconnected it. Very nearly went very wrong for...
Playing in front of library. Oh, this is such on a knife edge. And ZEDKO finds the first kill.
Nice start. They've got a lot more required where that came from, though. They know Han is still lurking towards library or the arches. He wants to swing into it. The flash not quite in the right spot for him. Bomb yet to be brought up to this. They've spotted Han yet again, but there's still this two-man setup short, and the mini pit. beastik, beautiful pick, and now Dreamer under a lot of trouble, a lot of pressure. Can't quite succumb to it. oskar deals with Han, and out of nowhere, Sinners back to their winning ways. A 6th round. All but an inevitability. REDSTAR to try and clutch this one up. Of course, last round of the half. May as well give the 1v4 a crack. He's been left in an absolutely terrible position here. He's going to start to clear his way around. Has to stay scoped. Switches to the deagle. Doesn't want to make the sound cues, the noises. Shock. Turn the wrong way, so there will be at least a frag on the board here. Nice clean one tap for the first. Needs a lot more where that came from. oskar tucked in towards the graveyard's going to be his next issue with a pit player also in place. And oskar gets the execution. 9-6 at the half. All off the site, the CT side, and the teaser through it. They want to push the issue. They're all the way into CT. They jump through the crossfire, but it's good, at least for the trades, to keep it competitive. 3-on-3. ZEDKO and NEOFRAG still tight to the situation. Dreamer looking to get that bomb down. Tucked in close now. One tap from ZEDKO converts, and the man advantage now there. Rotation is slow from oskar, so that does buy them a little bit of time to work with. You can see Han knows how important this pick could be. Bubble up close and personal. If he's not checked, could do so much work, but it's a clean one tap from NEOFRAG. Make it the second. A triple kill from him in the round, and Sinners, they just bailed out of the site. The execute came in. They said, fine, you have it. We'll retake, and they did so perfectly.
Yeah, indeed. And for me, is beginning to dwindle. NEOFRAG still has a smoke. He can get out of here alive. Goes down on the repeat. beastik, no nades to speak of. One frag comes over towards there. A bit of a trade over there, but beastik, he's playing in the smoke. Flash comes through. He's going to go for the planter. He actually faces Banana first. And that was very chaotic, but ultimately 2-on-2 now. Bomb getting planted.
Nice flash through. oskar wants to deny, but there's two players looking at him. Bomb goes down too quickly. ZEDKO is left with a 1v2 clutch up. Victor behind the new boxes. Teammate well placed on Banana, and the spray down from Victor is good. The response again. They need this setup to work. Smoke goes towards long. They're going to swing on the short play. They need to find a kill here. It's an awkward one. The trade initially is all right, but through the smoke bubble finds another, and a fully blinded beastik, desperate to trade his teammates' deaths. Can't get anything done. oskar's got a Mac 10, for heaven's sake. How much can he get done? Bubble with no HP will go down, but Han is again so quickly there for the trade. It's done. 13 for Fiend, and it feels like these chances, these half opportunities are slipping away all too quickly for Sinners.
Yeah, you can see there the Sinners guys were playing 2 saved M4. So Fiend now in touching distance, winning this first map.
Now the utility comes in, the execute starts to come to light. Shock behind the first oranges has spotted Dreamer, but he's keeping his head down. Shock does deal with one. Now the boost over the top. In fact, Shock gets a second, and these low HP bars start to become a real problem. NEOFRAG and Shock combining brilliantly, and NEOFRAG does the remaining kills with the rifle. Leaves this B bomb site in a truly precarious position. beastik really needs multiple kills, to be honest with you. He's managed 2 and a dink on the third. The trades come through. The man advantage at least has been bought. It's still going to need to be a retake over towards this B bomb site. It's a 3-on-2 for the Sinners. Oskar close. Doesn't seem like he's necessarily expecting the aggression. Han going to be in trouble, but Dreamer's dealt with Oskar. And 2v2, this goes from bad to worse. The flashbang's good. The dink is better. Both players now tagged up, but Sinners, they've got no more utility to make this retake a reality. They cannot flush out these 2 remaining T-side offenders. And they're stuck in their ways. Another dink, but it's not quite enough. ZEDKO left, 1v2, legged up, dealt with surely by the spray down. No, he gets the second as well. They had him dead to rights, but ZEDKO on 33 HP has got both of them. He's got the defuse, and he's clutched up a major... ...with him to try and clear him out, and there's 3 players looking to push it, but they're going silently. Oscar's trying to play anti-flash, does well to deal with the first, but is quickly traded away, and with that AWP posted... The T-side of Fiend should likely know there's nobody home. They're swarming for map control. Deep CT smoke flashes in. NEOFRAG's got to go through the smoke to contest, and Bubble fully blind. When it rains, it pours. Spray down connects onto the skull of NEOFRAG. Clean headshot found. ZEDKO gets the consolation kill over towards A, but it's going to be the B-side plant. The 3-on-3 retake again, and once more, such limited utility. beastik's tried to sneak his way around the corner, but the spray just betrays him once again. ZEDKO and Shock. They've got to try and flush someone out here on the CT side of things. ZEDKO has bailed them out once before. Shock starts things off with a bang. ZEDKO with the second and the pivot. Double digits for Sinners at the very least. They do make the retake stick. Their first of many required rifle rounds ends in success.
Certainly, and that's not the first time we've seen Sinners bailed out by a last second and try to break this economy and make this map as close as possible.
Han with the opening pick, however, is going to put more nails into that Sinners coffin. An opening pick, a second as Dreamer takes out.
Oskar is playing wide here on short. He's taking a risk, leaving Boiler open. He finds the first kill. He repositions under the porch. Can't connect with the third, but he's made it at least a somewhat doable scenario. beastik picks up Dreamer coming through the apartments. Flashes raining galore. He can't find the frag, but NEOFRAG is super fast on the rotate here. Bomb planted by Cold. One in towards pit. One total for Sinners here. Do or die. Molly goes in towards pit. There's so smokes there. And NEOFRAG left alone. He's full. Victor finds 2.
Team Fiend with a fantastic performance on Inferno to take the lead. Looking to replicate it here on Nuke. Victor already with the opening frag in the pistol, and second in quick succession for Bubble. It's a demolition job on the ramp. Oskar and Shock do very well to level things out. Keeping it competitive with a lot of damage done as well. Oskar continuing to swing. Han's got a reload. He just about dodges around the corner. He's been gunned down by both though, and Shock with a clean headshot. Buys them time, buys them a 1v2. REDSTAR is on the lower site. And he is a long, long way from home. Shock starts to clear his way out of heaven. That bomb will go down for the heaven plant. Hit nowhere to be seen. REDSTAR makes the noise. They know exactly what...
They come out on top, but as we know in this series already, they've already won both pistols on Inferno. This is their third. Can they finally...
Back, ZEDKO in towards the hut. They're going to try and push the issue again. Nade comes out, awkward timing for Victor. Does well to get back into the angle. Good damage on an initial frag, but he's lost his teammate in the meanwhile, and now he looks very lonely indeed. REDSTAR rotating in. The vent jump up, good for a frag, and Han starting to stabilize things. Oskar looking to get out of there on that AWP, wants nothing to do with it. Fiend will finally fire off on the CT side. Sinners almost reminiscent of their Inferno T side there. They went back and forth and never...
And the terror side, Oskar again is on that open. NEOFRAG fast over the mini roof. He catches Han in the open. That's AWP down. NEOFRAG causing absolute havoc now on towards outer. REDSTAR, he's still in towards garage. And that might be a pivotal frag.
Double up close and personal on the auto shotgun is the next problem, but it's not the ideal rifle for it, and Shock has doubled. REDSTAR now... Question only is, how heavily do they want to hunt on the Sinners side of things? Spotted out one man behind the forklift as well. Dinks being exchanged. They want to take it away, and Shock will manage it. Last up is REDSTAR on that AWP, playing around the smoke. Does well to find the kill. Will be out there mid-round.
Smoke's now starting to come down on towards outer, and Oskar Secret still in lobby for the moment. As one player, it looks like NEOFRAG. I think he might have actually walked out of Squeaky. Indeed, he has. So now the defense is so spread out. One player in Dreamer, he's forced to drop lower because they're out of smokes. One player on the upper side in Bubble, and it's forcing Han here. He has to make an information play. He gets in behind the first. Oskar gets the trade, and now Bubble, 15 HP. If they were to commit onto the upper bomb site, it seems so unlikely he could come away with frag. He's playing up here towards Mustang. It is a good spot. If he can find this first frag, NEOFRAG, though. He's on an absolute tear. A great few rounds from him.
Cleans up the kills all too simply. Dreamer down on the lower side, not even tested. Sinners live in this one. As that loss bonus ticks over, it's only really going to be a half buy. Dreamer's gone down to the bottom.
Be a brilliant kind of play to get down here.
Trying to get Dreamer into position, but he's not quite aware. He's not quite ready for such aggression. Shock gets it all done. Han catches one at least on the transition. Keeps it competitive in the 4-on-4, and Bubble is into the lower vents. He's got a chance on this spray down. That's bombed down at his feet, but he can only get the one again. Not quite enough. The bomb will make its way. It will transition into the site. And REDSTAR's aware. Shock could be just about anywhere at this point. He's had so much time to place himself on this lower side. Molotov into the left-hand side. He wants to push the issue. He burns. He trades 1-for-1. But is 1-for-1 going to be good? I think Shock has spotted him. Indeed, he has. Oskar now turns to cover single. There's the shot. They know where the last man is. They know where Han is hiding. With 30 seconds left, the bomb. Well, that's over towards the A site. Nothing more doing on B. They're just trying to keep Han busy down here. Oskar playing with his food at the moment. Not quite connecting the shots as cleanly as he'd like, but he's keeping Han oh so interested in the B site. Bomb still up on A. 7th round notched up for Sinners. Trying to crunch Hut on the basis of that. Trying to push into lobby. That control, though, happily given away. Okay, Bubble manages to get one, but again, Shock.
Easier, but he needs his teammates to move through minute just at the same time. Victor takes contact. Decides not to reswing immediately. Han does find that kill on towards Heaven, and now it becomes much more difficult for the T side. That's a huge frag, swinging from all the angles. That kill onto the player.
Han's looking to push the issue outside. Tucks himself in close to Red. beastik playing these smokes, playing the timing. Han completely unaware, and beastik without a fight is creeping around for the Sinners boys, and Dreamer behind the silo is going to be in so much trouble. Oskar gets the execution. The B site is closed. Fiend would do well to even save the rifles at this point.
Do have lead from that anti-eco loss. So good stuff from them, and looking like a totally different team to what we saw in Inferno.
Oh. It's literally the polar opposite. Missed shot from REDSTAR, punished by ZEDKO. Bubble at least will deal with NEOFRAG, so they should be able to necessarily going to expect this. They are clearing their close corners, though. beastik shadow angle gives him away. There's the first, but again, the trade immediate. Victor does manage to deal with Shock in and amongst the crew. Trying to push the issue is Dreamer. He's gone ahead of the smokes now. NEOFRAG up in the window, the first to fall. Nice shot from REDSTAR to find ZEDKO. That's a straight wallbang into towards control room, leaving Oskar 1v4. Damage onto a couple of players to maybe work with, but with the AWP in hand, he really won't care. There's the first no-scope. REDSTAR next up, but he's found the shot. And there's the flashbang, fully blinding himself up. Han will find the conversion. Fiend have...
Play an ace and play. No need to panic. We're still on 8 rounds on the T side of Newton. Again, Bubble. The auto aggression, 1-for-1 trade. I think Sinners will take that.
Always say that initial 1-for-1 does favour the T side. Puts them in a good spot. The CT scrambling for information, especially on a map like Nuke, but that's enough. Get some damage though, and NEOFRAG, he's waiting for the reload and he wants to push through. There it is, times it well, but REDSTAR bails his man out, and this is more like it from the CT side. ZEDKO and Oskar though, immediate response now, absolutely nowhere. Dreamer is now into the 1v2. He knows he has to isolate this early fight, but Oskar pins him to the...
Slowly in towards lobby.
Shot from REDSTAR to open things up. Cleanly found. They're actually going to double back in towards A. That nade may well finish Shock off. Indeed, he chews on it. The damage converted on ZEDKO, the next man on low HP, and he's starting to poke around Squeaky as well. Just 3 players remaining. Oscar's going to try dumping a little bit of utility, pop flash out, see if they can get anyone into things. ZEDKO does make it down the vent. NEOFRAG, though, isolated Squeaky with the bomb in tow, and both the remaining players now tagged up as Bubble through the smoke finds the conversion. Dreamer there with him, and ZEDKO, they know exactly where he went. They know exactly where to look for him. Victor with the spam down, kills him off.
So the CT-sided bias still makes the scoreline pretty scary. Loads of players aggressively here towards ramp, and ZEDKO, that is a huge entry. Now those players committing down. Han tries to rotate, but Oscar's holding it. This is a brilliant round already from Sinners.
2-man advantage, lower site wide open for the taking. You couldn't ask for any more on your T side of Nuke. I'll have to give this a go, Fiend. Last round of the half and all, but everything is here. And first, they've got to get into control. They're lining up yet more utilities. Doors open by beastik, baiting them off of ZEDKO, who does well on the spray down. Oskar, even with the collateral to finish. Where do you look to put it? Is it just there for the ninja? Feels like that may well be the call. Nice opening pick from ZEDKO, though. Victor put down towards outside. Not the start the T side would have been after. ZEDKO falls back, having only taken 1 HP's worth of damage. Allowed to reset. Another opportunity, another angle, another headshot to be lined up. Oh, shock, a little bit awkward whiffs, but then hits the difficult one. ZEDKO combines with him, and it's beautiful and brutal simultaneously. It gets my tongue twisted. Eyes on you taking a good chunk of outside control before you get there, and there's the double peak. NEOFRAG will get the kill. It's a team effort from Sinners. The second. Surely. ZEDKO, there we go. Spray down into the back. The opening man advantage found. The lower side has been conceded, at least initially, but Oskar with a big double kill. And Bubble dinked up as he finds the refrag. NEOFRAG doing a fantastic job of playing the headshot angle. The trades are amazing. Couldn't have asked any better from the Sinners. Oskar, that AWP, the difference maker. beastik mops up the final kill, taking out.
They're so close to the finish line. Surely this is map 1 now for Sinners.
Feels like it. ZEDKO aggressive, beautifully flashed in. NEOFRAG gets a second. Punishing every mistake and even forcing some more. ZEDKO outside will at least be found, but immediately again the trade. Creep their way around. They know they have to isolate an early fight. The spray down doesn't connect. Shock fight as a result. NEOFRAG tucks himself top hut. beastik now starting to swing out of main. Hits the shot as well. Of course he does. The spray down lands. It's 50. We are already into the pistol here on Mirage as Sinners being pushed down heavily. Shock though with a clean headshot to open things up. At least the initial trade is there. ZEDKO still isolated. They're trying to gun down this ramp player. Victor push from all sides, but the teammates are there to support once more.
Now, this is when the hit is coming in now, playing on the backside. There's rotators starting to come in. One faces in short. It's REDSTAR peeking out and goes down. Han around short. Trap bench for the moment is beastik. He needs to isolate these duels. He knows where both of them are. He does actually get across this angle. He can face the market window. There's the first Dreamer caught off guard. Planting now safe. Han has repositioned. beastik, he seems aware. He knows he's going to go back through window and into market. Peeking around short. This is all on timing at the moment. beastik, he seems well aware. Going round to check in market. He's going to face Han. And that is a mass round to kind of the mid-site areas. NEOFRAG works up short as well for good measure. He goes down. Now the XQ starts to come in. REDSTAR, he's under a lot of pressure and he needs to buy time for these rotates. He just about finds the first kill and now the rotates are here. There's no nades on market. There's no nades on shorts and all the frags have gone the way of short and window smokes coming out. Bubble, fast catwalk jumping, loads of nades being exchanged. Bubble caught in this short smoke, but Han, he's going to open it up.
Does very well to find the initial kill onto NEOFRAG and actually get out of that mid control. Resets through. ZEDKO trying to be cheeky with the timing. Han seems at least aware of the threat. The molly goes a little deep. ZEDKO will stick himself around the corner of the smoke though, and Han gets his head ripped off. That's the kill they needed. Now the mid control fully established. Bubble toying with fire does well to get out alive. 3 players still in towards mid for this T side, and ZEDKO still trying to cause havoc, pushing through these smokes. Now he's got an isolated Victor on site, but the M4 is up for it. beastik the next to fall as REDSTAR replicates the antics of ZEDKO through his own smoke, catches beastik on short. And once again, a round that falls very flat for Sinners. Shock and Oskar to try and recover. Well, that's a blinding start. One tap comes in. Oskar has actually managed to creep his way out onto site, and he spotted the backpack of Bubble as well. Shock grabs a second, and oskar with a clean headshot. Suddenly, the round turns on its head. Victor, he's been on A this whole time. The anchor player is left and asked of a 1v2 clutch. He knows Shock was in and around mid, so he's got to be very careful on this initial clearance, and the punishment is there. Shock and oskar
Maybe kicking themselves. That was a great opportunity to really nail themselves in as the front runners here on this first half of Mirage.
Just hoping that he gets away with this on the jump peak. There you go, spotted out. Smoke to be lined up next. Has that AWP still available, and REDSTAR's got the first pick. Now the execute comes in. Bubble, though, still up and kicking on the site, and up to the spray down. Takes the dink on the chin. Finds the frag. Shot. oskar's on the other side of the map. How much can he really get done here? Bubble will be forced out by the Molotov. The low HP player converted on, but the rotations are here. And oskar is still making his way back through those apartments with 10 seconds left on the clock. It's all on Shock. He baits out one shot from the AWP. Baits out REDSTAR as well, but Dreamer from short has put the nail in the coffin. Hahn confirms it. Well placed, as you said. Victor looking to push the issue. ZEDKO has found a pick on that Glock meanwhile, though. NEOFRAG grabs a second on the deagle, and this is where it starts to get a little awkward. oskar still has the scout, although Hahn has put that down now. There is a rifle recovered. Something in play. ZEDKO actually grabs REDSTAR as well, and now a man advantage, a bomb plant potentially available. Hahn trying to make it there in time. Can't catch the bomb before it makes it to site. Nade goes in. That'll do good work against unarmored opponents, but Shocked on a recovered AWP has got Hahn. They've picked up rifles left, right, and center, and they're making them work. The Sinners. Victor left. Again, asked an almost impossible retake. He's managed to isolate the first fight, but he can't quite nail in the spray, and now he's got it all to do. Only the first shot quickly there.
On towards Van, that force bubble out of position. That flash really caught him, and Shock capitalizes. REDSTAR now under huge pressure. He's going to fall in towards Market and seed the bomb site. Bomb should soon be planted, and now in a 3-on-4, it's certainly doable. This B site is far from the easiest retake.
NEOFRAG, already aggressive, has managed to pick up the first. Gets it back to level. He's got an AWP in support on short in the form of oskar, but Victor is actually on the flank. And his timing could well be everything here. Dreamer's dealt with the close player. oskar not expecting short. Goes down to Victor, and beastik once again asked to clutch. This time against 3. He reacts well for the spray down, but there's just too many men. Too many guns pointed at him. Fiend responding kind with a big 5th round. They'll save the double AWP setup as well. Huge stuff from that CT side. A big hold on that B site. It was somewhere Sinners looked. Back and forth, always awkward, but Palace Pop is called. Spray down goods, and trades even better from the Sinners right as all the damage starts to stack up. NEOFRAG and oskar coming with 2 absolutely key kills. Keep the man advantage. Bomb should be able to plant freely, and beastik actually finds the double dink. REDSTAR not able to react quickly enough. Bubble will save this, FAMAS. He'll try and keep something, but in the context of this game, the round means a lot more than the saved FAMAS. He grabs the first kill. He might start to toy with the idea of going for this. There is a defuse kit available. He grabs himself the AWP, but again, he just needs to get out of it. Knows how important it is financially. NEOFRAG won't let him.
These players coming, drops his smoke. Shock gets absolutely ruined by that flashbang, but it doesn't matter. And now Victor playing around the smoke. Hahn is rotated in as well. There's so many CT players cross-firing this bomb site to steal the frag in the way of Sinners. Re-smoke on towards connector. If he's to root out this CT player, they'll have a much easier time. 2-on-2 now. The bomb is dropped way in the open, though, by Triple and REDSTAR. That's a monstrous headshot. And we're just 13 HP. What can Shock do here? He's in such a tricky spot. They know exactly where the bomb is. REDSTAR is checking behind in case he pushed through jungle. But as soon as the tap comes in, they're going to start facing. The spam through triple comes in. And that's a huge headshot. 1-on-1. Playing on top of triple. That was a brilliant attempt by Shock.
Good with that MAC-10. Really couldn't have asked anything more of him. He was in such a difficult position, and he's found so much damage. 7's a fast play. Feels like it may well be on the cards here. ZEDKO is leading the charge into B. NEOFRAG trying to make his presence known in mid, but it's missed, and now it all comes in. All the nades are out. The flashes to try and buy just a little bit more room. The MAC-10 desperately jumping across the transfer. Shock at least able to rip back 1 kill, and REDSTAR will be traded, but the man advantage is there. The chaos has bought time for the CT side to get into things, and the utility is excellent. Bubble jumps through, but beastik finds the double spray down. beastik knows exactly where to look, exactly where to hunt. 30 seconds left, but the spray down lands for Victor. beastik gets caught looking the wrong way. Be out, opportunity to break, as you said. CT economy not necessarily established yet, but REDSTAR they can get for free. Spotted out, though, in their endeavors. The ever-vigilant Hanu is going to wander into the window a little too keenly. beastik will find the headshot. ZEDKO with one more in quick succession. The A site.
Into ramp or palace. Got a shot coming back in through from that angle. The Dream is starting to face the bomb plant. Is one that he can't see initially. 3 on 3 now. We still got ZEDKO trapped behind default. As oskar picks up a huge first frag from top connector. 2 players coming out of CT now. 1 is behind triple. He can see these players if they swing wide.
Oh, big shot.
Massive frag from Shock, and now they just about get it over the line.
Just about find the conversion, find the consistency they've been desperately after. Not going to get any up in the hands of Han once again to try and have that all-important impact. Swing up mid initially, and Shock actually picks up the opening.
There's a player behind him, starting to work his way out of the B apartments. And look at the stack here from Fiend. First frag, though, goes the way of ZEDKO. Swinging up from Catwalk. 2 in reply, though, from REDSTAR. He's been a monster on this B bomb site the entire half. Shock can't find the frag as REDSTAR makes it free. 2 on 2. Victor coming out of the market doorway. beastik on the bomb site. Victor secures it. REDSTAR, what?
Right call. They're going to get aggressive with it. They want to take the control. They want to put a marker down to be counted. Nice first headshot from beastik. He gets out of dodge for free as well. They're going to charge in, but there's a man close, and it's oskar with the second clean headshot. Make it a third. They're mopping up. oskar's got it all. Bubble, nothing he can do. He's trying to tag down this man, but oskar seems unstoppable. Jiggling the angle. He's somehow still got more damage than Bubble. He wants this final kill. He's dropping everything he can. Utility goes out. He finds the second headshot. Shock there with the convert. NEOFRAG and oskar have cash, but everybody else is looking very skint indeed. oskar pushing through. Clean MP9 kill to start wanting all of this information out. It's a straight mid push. 3 players to try and make it a reality. NEOFRAG looking to play top of the smoke, but Bubble is aware. Hits the clean headshot, levels things out once again, and both sides turtled. It's a straight 2-on-4, whichever way they look to go. The bomb for now is making its way up con, and it's going to be on to Han to get this initial frag. No, it's not. REDSTAR through the smoke takes...
We can see on the minimap, bomb heading towards B. Players up Catwalk. Victor first to take contact, and that is an absolutely pit place and strong after plants. And Sinners, what do you even do in the situation? Do you choose to go for it, or do you just save? ZEDKO does find one. Trades out, and now oskar.
Right when there's the swing, the chance for Sinners to make something of it. Fiend pull out a play, an idea, a concept. And ZEDKO's going to be put under pressure. In towards the ladder room. M4 in hand, 2 players to swing on. He can't get either. Damage, yes, but it's not enough. The B site, once again, is open for the taking, and they've realized it. The molly goes in, the nade to follow. beastik with only an MP9. He's screaming for the rotation. There is NEOFRAG, and he's got the first. The spray down, good for 2. NEOFRAG gets one more before he goes. And 2 on 3, they bought themselves a lifeline, but there's a backstab coming in all the while. Han just has to stay alive. He activates it. Bubble comes in. And it's perfectly played once again from Fiend. They bail themselves out of trouble. Shock is left with the 1v2. Bubble has no idea. He's going to get caught in the back, but he spins it. The clean headshot. Fiend are just on some personal on the ramp. Shock will be the first issue for this T side. Han getting ready to swing into him. It's a nice angle for Shock. The shadow is good, and he will have the opening on single digits. He stays alive. NEOFRAG deals with the connector play and pivots beautifully. Dreamer will trade for 1, but it's not enough. Sinners, they try the double.
Guys, all in the hands of Han, and you can see he is now posted up on the apartment, and ZEDKO wins the duel. That is absolutely massive.
Exactly what they needed. 3v5 now. Delayed hitting towards B. Nice leg up from ZEDKO. Spots him out. Flicks onto REDSTAR to deal with him. That nade going deep may well take out the low HP player as well. ZEDKO doing it all over towards B. Victor cutting a very lonely figure out of pretty much nowhere. Sinners will have their 9th, barring can only be described as a miracle. ZEDKO wants this extra flag. He's going to be flashed in to get it, and there it is. Victor goes down, too far away, and here it comes. Shock's molly, buys him a little bit of breathing room from Palace, smokes out the other. Oskar already in with a pick, and Shock doubles the equation. This is perfect for Sin as an early.
When you get out of sync with the money of your teammates, they'll have to force buy in the next round. You can't just save guns over on the T side repeatedly. Good kill from Han, but Han won't be able to get many nades. Dreamer will be able to get a smoke. REDSTAR can get some. It'll just be Victor and Bubble. They'll be on essentially deagle armor. Maybe a couple of nades at best. NEOFRAG. More of those guns to make the buy even less of a possibility. And Dreamer's the only one that lives. And look at that money.
It's going to be up connector. It's going to be a straight explosion out onto this A site. NEOFRAG fully blind, the first to fall. They just need to buy time on the CT side, and they know it. Shock tucks himself in, looks to play the angles, looks to play the positions. Plant still to come through. beastik with bomb on his back, 7 seconds. They try to deny it. Bubble screaming for it, gets the support he's after. 3 seconds. They're trying to plant it, and they've managed to get it down in the chaos. It's all on ZEDKO. Into the 1v2, AWP in hand. He's got a man isolated on site, but as he transfers, Hard is ready, and there's the 15th. But now, same setup initially. Smokes go in, locking out the control. REDSTAR gets the opening pick, shows he needs to have an impact. He needs multiple kills. Who better than to take the weight on his shoulders than the king of the castle himself? beastik deals with the MAC-10. Now Oskar on the shadow, but he shoots between the legs. Han's got him. And the A site starts into CT. Molotov to keep NEOFRAG busy even longer. They're desperate to make sure they don't fluff their lines here. It's an early 1-for-1 trade. That bomb has to be picked up again. 17 seconds. And the plant is coming through now for the T side. 2-on-2 with NEOFRAG on just 19 points of health. They are utterly stuck on the site, but it's all on ZEDKO, and he can't. It's Fiend who qualified for the full...